Hello YouTubers, just wanted to do a quick video today over the Bawidamann Skraeling. I don't see a lot of videos on this blade, and I just wanted to kind of get one out there, put some exposure out on it, because I'm really digging it. Just go over my first impressions, a little bit about the knife, and sort of an unboxing without the box, just to show you guys what it comes with. First off, all this stuff you can find on the internet about the blade from their website. It's called the Skraeling. I hope I'm getting that right. It's some Norse stuff from what I understand. Well, I'm from Texas, so I may butcher it, but it's called the Bawidamann Skraeling, if I'm not mistaken. S35VN. I used my highly scientific measuring device here, and so this might not come out the exact same as their website, but what I came up with is the blade length is 3.9 inches, and that's from right there on the blade to the tip. And I also measured 4.5 inches from this beginning of the handle, and also 4.75 to right there. Why is that important? Because I'm from Texas, and in Texas it's 5.5 inches, I believe, depending on if the laws ever change and when you view this. So normally I just put my finger on 5.5 and sort of measure it and make sure it comes in. And you never know if you get stopped or checked, or where they're going to measure it from. Is it here? Is it there? And in Texas they measure from the handle. So that's important to know. This area here is not sharp, it's just aesthetic. You got some good jimping here, and it's recessed. It's not actually in line with the rest. It's sort of recessed in, and it works really well. Handles carbon fiber. So this is my first blade I've ever owned with carbon fiber handle, and I'm really liking it. It's very smooth, actually. It's just sort of textured, very large indents here so that you can hold it in your hand, and it feels really good. So I'm really looking forward to using that. What I would anticipate that's going to provide is less hot spots, but not that sandpaper feel you get from certain knives like Emerson. It's super textured, super sandpapery, so it really digs in, but this is going to achieve that, hopefully, while still being smooth. So not better or worse, just different. Getting to the sheath, it's Kydex. It's only riveted on one side, so it's lower profile in my opinion than some that are double-sided. What I do like about the double sides, like some blind horse knives have holes on both sides. I usually use 550 cord to attach my sheaths to my belt or to my molly gear, and it allows me to loop all the way through it. Plus, usually you can adjust the tension on the Kydex sheath on how it holds onto the blade by adjusting screws that are on either side. You won't have that option on here. I mean, it is what it is, but it holds it in really tight. Some people may actually like it looser, but you're gonna get what you get when you get this. I don't have a problem with it because I want to EDC this, and I want it to be as low profile as possible. And they kind of get around any issues with needing two sets of holes with their pup mounting system that Bawidamann puts out. So I just want to show you kind of what this comes with, the pup. I saw some videos online about the pup, and they all had them like attached. It was all fixed, right? And mine, of course, didn't come like that. So I started, looking at this, and of course I'm all anti-directions, right? Couldn't read directions to save my life. But just laying it out, kind of seeing what you got. You have some thicker spacers, some thinner spacers, 3 different size of what I'm going to call rivets, and then you've got your screws that it comes with, right? So 10 screws, 2 of these really extra large, extra wide rivets, then you've got 6 of the smalls and 4 medium, right? So I was looking at this, different combinations, and one of the first things I noticed were these 2 of the largest and widest. I went back to kindergarten on it, right? Started putting things in holes and trying to figure out what went where. And one thing I noticed right away is these rivets don't fit in any of these holes except these 2 and this 2 right here. Not these that are all sort of raised up, textured. So using my logic, right, process of elimination, I guess I'm going to say these 2 go here. However, plot thickens, they don't have any threads. So I was like, okay, are you just supposed to screw this in? Well, these long ones will actually fit inside there, so I'm assuming you put this in this hole, and then you insert one of these into the rivet, and then screw it in. Seems like a lot for this. I don't know why, if that's how it's supposed to be or whatever, but that's kind of what I'm going on right now. And they do offer instructions on their website, so if I go through the agony of reading the directions, I'm sure it'll be painfully obvious. But that's something that I just wanted to point out right now. As I was looking at this, I said, "Oh man, these things don't work. They don't fit." But they probably do. I'm just not getting it all the way right. It's not rocket surgery, but those are the two that fit there, so that's what I'm gonna go with. End of the day, worst case scenario, I rig it up with a paracord just like I do all my other stuff. So that's basically what you get with this. Like I said, this is just my initial impression of the blade. It's actually really thin, a lot thinner than I thought it would, because I'm kind of used to Tops knives and they're just sharpened pry bars. That's not this. You don't get that sharpened pry bar feel. You get that feel of really good ergonomics, really good blade geometry, very thin. So this feels already like it's going to be an awesome cutter. I've cut some papers and paracord, things like that. I haven't gotten really crazy with it just yet. My blades that I buy, I don't care what they are, they're workers. So to me, it doesn't matter if I have some scratches and little things like that, but there are some scratches on this. So that might, damage some people's calm. It doesn't bother me, but something to be aware of. Now this is like the base model. This is like the very plain Jane one you can get. Because it's custom, he has all kinds of different handle options, I guess, and I've seen a bunch of different finishes. So you're probably gonna get something different every time. Just want to throw that out there in case that bothers you, if you're using this as a collector's piece or whatever. Like I said, I use it, so it's gonna get a lot worse than what you see right there. I weighed this knife and it came out to 5.4 ounces on my super high-speed scientific kitchen scale. Just wanted to throw out there some comparisons. Benchmade Adamas, right? This knife, if you're using something big like this, like an overbuilt folder, it's almost exactly the same length. The blade is a little bit longer, right, on the Skraeling, but overall, it's pretty much the same length. Zero tolerance, hinder design, also, right, about the same. I'll just move that out of the way. And guess what? Both of these knives are heavier than that knife right there. 5.4 for the Skraeling. The Damas is 7.8, and then the zero tolerance is 6.0. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Sometimes people are carrying these, really heavy-duty folders, saying, "Oh well, I'm bridging the gap between a folder and a fixed blade. I want to get that capability." And you may need to be carrying a fixed blade for whatever reason, but here you go, lighter package, a little bit longer, and just inherently stronger because it's a fixed blade. So something to think about. Well, I'll probably get out another video sometime in the future just see how it's going with this and a longer term use. But those are just a real my first impressions and a real basic overview of the knife, and a sort of, once again, unboxing without the box. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave any comments if you want to see anything or have any questions about the blade. Thank you.